and welcome to my first official episode of Just Like Angels podcast. My name is Janna Johnson, and I am the owner of Just Like Angels Childcare Center. I am so excited to finally launch this podcast because this is more than just a show. This is a space where we can talk about childcare, partnership, business, leadership, community, and what it really takes to create a safe, loving, and educational environment for our children. In today's episode, I want to introduce myself, share my story, take you behind the scenes of how I turned my childcare center into a $70,000 monthly business. But this is not just about money, this is about purpose. It's about building something that serves families, supports children, creates jobs, and makes a real impact in the community. So today I'm going to talk to you about who I am, what inspired me to start a childcare center, where the name Just Like Angels came from, what parents should look for when choosing childcare, and what is next in my journey. So let's get started. My journey began in 2011. And what inspired me to start my own childcare facility is I wanted to create a safe space, of course, for children, but not only children, teachers, a safe space for teachers, a safe space for families and parents in our community. I've been in education prior to starting my business for a very long time, and I saw the need for a space where and I know it's about the children, but for me, it was also about the teachers. I come from a space where the environment wasn't always positive. And the teachers were kind of taken for granted, even though they were amazing at their jobs and they were passionate about their jobs. The space wasn't fun. It wasn't inviting. So I wanted to create somewhere where I could get a group of teachers, I could have a group of teachers, I could train a group of teachers, and they have come with the same passion and love and in a safe environment so they can do their job to the best of their abilities. Just like any other job, if you're not happy where you are, if you're not excited about what you're doing, you're not gonna be excited about being there, being at work. So creating a space where my staff could trust me. They know I had their back. They know I was there for them. Um, really was one of the reasons behind me wanting to start a facility. And of course, that comes with the children. So if the staff is happy, the children are happy, the parents are happy, and it creates a wonderful environment for everyone to be in. Also, I just wanted something that was mine. I wanted to take the what I learned throughout my years in education and just make it my own. Bring out my personality, and just make something that was mine. And I didn't know where it was gonna go, but 15 years later, we're still here. So I'm doing something right. So that's a little bit inside of what inspired me to start my own business. So how did I turn my business into $0 to $70,000? Hard work, definitely hard work, not giving up. It's a day by day process. Finding the right staff that had the same understanding and passion as you had. You have to build your program. Of course, expanding. I went from starting out with 10 students when I first started to now over 80 students. So, of course, the more students you have, the more income. Also, signing up for the state funding programs that will assist parents with their monthly payments, as well as becoming an accredited program that also assists with increase in your program as well. We're going to dive deeper in other episodes of how to expand that revenue every month. How did I get my first client? Family member. Everyone's looking for childcare. Everyone with children looking for childcare. If they're not looking for childcare, someone they know looking for childcare. So it was a family member that first enrolled their child into my program. So I was working with my sister at the time, and we started in my parents' dining room. So we both quit our jobs. I got fired, but I think that was just a step into, it was time to start my own business. So my family members, actually, some of the students that I was working with at the facility followed me to my home. So that's my first client was family members and students that parents, learned that I was leaving the program, and they were like, "Well, we're gonna go with you." So that's how I got my first clients, and advertisement as well. Just a little advertisement because first, again, we were in our home, so couldn't have but only about 10 children at the time. So word of mouth, and we had our 10 children while we were at the house. So that's how we got our first client. I would say word of mouth really. Wasn't a lot of social media back then, so I can't say we were on social media advertising. It was really word of mouth of we're opening up a home facility. Are you interested? And because they again they trusted us. And there are some families who would prefer home businesses, home childcare centers because they're smaller. So we didn't have an issue with getting clients because we were home. They trusted it in home, and they trusted us because they knew who we were. A few, like any business, there are a few troubles along the way. And I would say just in business in general, just being a business owner, of course, finances, because you're pouring more into starting the business, growing the business. Not a lot, you're not going to get a lot of that, coming back to yourself. It's more so pouring back into your business and, hoping that your business grows and you just take what you can get at the end. Um, so other troubles I would say along the way, finding locations to expand. Where we are is not a lot of I would say already made facilities that you can just put a little paint on and walk in. It's not too many of those. So it was searching for a space, searching for spaces to expand. Was troubling in the beginning, but we lucked up. The first facility that we had, it was a small facility, and then we reached out to a church to where we are now, and we've been there for 11 years. So a few other troubles, I would say in the beginning, finding the right staff, again, that has the same passion, that meets their qualifications, that enjoy just being in childcare, just having that passion. So that would be the most troubling part of owning a facility, is finding the right staff that meets, that meets you and want your facility to grow and have a passion for children and get along with other staff and following the rules and following directions and staying in compliance, with the new courses and everything that come out. So definitely having the right staff in place works wonders and give you a peace of mind. So what's next in my journey? It's been a 15-year journey. It's been up and down hills and battles throughout that time. We're in an amazing place right now. But it is time for us to expand. It is time for us to open up another center. We're doing wonderful where we are. Clientele is amazing. We have great parents. I have a great staff. But we are running into now, we always have a waiting list. So now it's time to expand just like angels and open just like angels 2.0, whatever the case may be. So that is definitely what's next in my journey, and it could be in Tallahassee. Who knows? It could be out of town, it could be a franchise, but we're definitely looking for that next step in the next phase of just like angels. And what should people look for? What should parents look for when they are searching for a facility? A lot of parents like location. Definitely look for somewhere that is near your home or your job. That way you can get to and from. A lot of people are comfortable with certain places. That way they can get to in the event of emergency, or they just have to pick up their child. So somewhere that you feel safe with, somewhere that fits what your family needs. If you want a smaller facility, if you want a larger facility, if you're looking for the times that they open, some places open at 6, some places open at 7, some places close at 6, some places close at 5:30. So what works for you, your family, your schedule? Um, are you looking for an accredited program? Are you looking for a program that takes a subsidy that assists with childcare for the month? Looking for somewhere that you can walk in and it feels like home. You feel like you can leave your children, your child at their program, somewhere that's safe, somewhere that you feel comfortable, and again, somewhere that fits your budget. There range from, we can go from 800, some places 1,300 for a particular age group. So something that you and your family are comfortable with. I would say some things to look for when searching for a childcare facility. So thank you so much for listening to the first official episode of Just Like Angels podcast. I hope my story gave you a better understanding of who I am, why I started Just Like Angels, and what it really takes to build a childcare center with purpose, structure, and heart, of course. This journey has not been easy, but it has been worth every child, every family, every lesson, every challenge has shaped Just Like Angels to who and what we are today. If you are a parent and you're looking for quality child care, remember to choose a place where your child is safe, a place where loved, supported, and seen. If you are a business owner or a future child care provider, remember this: your passion matters, but your systems will help you grow. You can learn more about Just Like Angels by visiting our website at www.justlikeangelcc.com and following us on social media. Thank you again for being here. This is only the beginning, and I am excited to continue sharing this journey with you. Until next time, remember, our children are not just the future, they are the reason we build better today.